have Azir poke, you have Varus poke, you have Jace poke. Instead, they've gone for the Gnar. What do you think Gnar actually really gives them here as opposed to going for something like the Gragas or Jace?
I think what Gnar is good at, he's an AD champion because you don't want double AP with the Seer, and he's kind of self-sufficient because when you pick a Jace, you really want to help him. But
yeah, you talked about him being the jungle whisperer when he was a mid laner. This is what you want to see from Nisqy, teaming up with Linces early on, making sure that he's out on the map first. Kazi actually staying around in bot lane that little bit longer, messed up Giantx's tempo a little bit, so you can see Jun only just coming past that mid tier 2. First grub secured for Vitality, but Isma and Lot are here to challenge. Second one going over to Vitality as well. In the end, there won't be a feat from this, but Vitality get 2 of 3.
yeah, I mean, crucial Nako didn't have his mega form in these fights because
Linces doesn't quite get that small Krug, can start to walk away from his, but there's the Impale as well. But with the Weaver's Wall coming in, immediately is a 2v1. Linces puts up the shield, trying to survive, will flash back into the bush. Giantx with a great Emperor's Divide keeps Linces alive. He'll lose his Razor Beaks, but he keeps his life. LCS and deny some from that Pantheon as well. You can see no cams up for Linces on the bottom side of the map. Nisqy's looking towards mid here. Jackie's with no mana as well. Can't put down the Unraveled Earth. And Jackie's realizes he is done for. Flashes across the wall. Actually might be able to get away. I spoke a little bit too eagerly, but with the Grand Starfall coming in, Jackie's is just delaying the inevitable. A spear from Linces finds the heart, and Jackie's Isma going for the gank in the top lane as well as Nako flashes away. Isma will get it with the Aftershock proc. Yeah, can he steal? Jun just ticked over to level 6. They were waiting for that down towards the bottom side. Linces will get the smite. And Jun, oh, he pops the quickness into the Impale. They're going for Nisqy. He's only 5 still. True Shot Barrage will connect. Nisqy has no flash and he's knocked back. Noah takes the kill.
yeah, sneaky ward put by Jun actually manages to scout out that dragon being done. So even though they were late on the dragon, it's very hard to outsmite the Pantheon with the Q, execute, and the smite. But in the end, they get a little bit of trade back and we get a
good flash from Giantx, and immediately Jun knocked under the tower. Can't dance his way out of that one. Lot flashes in. Grandmaster's Might, the ultimate popped as well as he tries to kill off Nako underneath the tower, looking for that Empower. Does he have enough? He does. Lot with a solo kill.
yeah, he's just
Still only level 5 here. Really wants that Unbreakable Will because he's on the wrong side of a Weaver's Wall, going to get knocked up by Jun. Unraveled Earth coming down as well. Nisqy, I mean, he's sidestepping as much as he wants, but there's no ones, right? So 4 grubs in total for Vitality at the cost of Nisqy's life. Maybe you take that. Nako's going to be able to get a plate in the top dragon anyway.
yeah, and here we see a little bit of the disconnect between Linces and Nisqy. Linces was doing his camp, doing his Gromp, and meanwhile Nisqy felt
Rift Vitality could challenge this. Giant can come in from the top side, does have that Emperor's Divide. Linces jumps onto Jun, the follow-up from Nisqy as well, but Isma over the wall. This is a double Impale angle, can't quite land it. Unbreakable Will coming out from Nisqy to get out of the Scorpion Stinger. And in the end, it's just those ultimates burnt.
Lot is here again.
Yeah,
he's dropping
around.
so much bot waves here. Look, now Nako is moving up, and the Herald is so healthy. If Linces doesn't die here, that means that the Vitality is actually going to be able to contest this.
Right, Linces flashes away, Nisqy dies for it.
Really happy with this. This dance was so long by Giantx, and they invested so much into the top side, and they try to get so much here, but in the end, they only get 1 kill and the Herald. And I think Lot dropped at least 3 waves for that.
Yeah, and Vitality take the gold just to clear out the waves. And it is Linces taking the Drake alongside Kazi now. So
I'm gonna say I'm very impressed by Nako being able to have so much pressure in this game despite dying 2 times early game. You can see him permanently pushing Lot down, and he's always
his advantage. He's already at 2 items, whereas Kazi is falling a little short of that. Isma going in, looking for Linces, will be stunned up. Nisqy's coming around the side as well. Seismic Shove on Linces isn't going to do too much, but Nisqy jumps through the Unraveled Earth, so he's immediately stunned. Flash forward, here's the quickness. Now Nako with a good flank position. Nisqy almost falling already. Falls down to 100 HP, killed off by Jackie's in the end. Kazi jumping in onto Jackie's, but Kazi is dead. Nako doing so much work here, and Noah arrives a little too late. Nako with another. Linces falling lower. Noah having to flash across the wall. Now Nako's still on the chase, but they're going to be able to take the Atakan as well, as Giantx do get a mid lane tower for their troubles. The big advantage really is for Giantx. You can see 1.2k ahead of Jackie's, and Giantx are looking to try and take this tier 1. Weaver's Wall out, still stunned though as Linces looks for the chase. Nisqy on the wrong side of the wall can Hex Flash over, but Kazi's been caught out and the Blast Cone knocks it back. No flash for him, the Impale will spell his doom. Giantx TPing in as Nisqy now has a flank of his own. Noah trying to do everything he can, but Nako puts him in his place. Isma short to follow. It's Nako.
And look at this Gnar. So much to keep this vitality in these fights.
You see LEC just trying to get something on the side lane. Should be able to kill off this tower. Nako is in a bit of a precarious spot. Could jump the wall here. Jun is spotted on vision. You can see actually Lince is on his way across as well. There's the quickness. They're going to try and kill off Nako quickly enough, but they just don't have the damage. And now Jun is a mile away from LEC.
He's kiting
So well, and with the stun from the Pantheon, Nako still stands.
He can't keep getting away with it. You don't want to pop it now until you really know you're going to fight. So now it's going to pop. So now you have 15 seconds. Can you get control of this area? Or can GX wait out the
Has a flank position here and the quickness.
Yeah, this looks good for GX. I think here they're getting pushed off so much and they're so split.
Kazi caught the quickness going in as well. Only on to 2. There's not much damage here from Giantx to follow up, and Kazi's still standing. Isma falling lower, and Kazi's still standing. Giantx goes in and shuffles them all back into the waiting arms of Vitality. Giantx saw the engage, but they just didn't have the damage to follow it up. It's a triple for Nako. Wacko. Go
Nako cleaning up Giantx here at the end. I thought they would give him the quarter kill, but in the end, he's just a top laner. He doesn't deserve any fame.
A 5,000 gold lead as well.
Giantx just TP'd from mid tier 2 to mid lane just to defend that wave with the Baron buff. Yeah. He's making sure no movement is wasted and no wave is wasted. Waves shall be pushed. That's their purpose. And here Vitality have the Baron. They're trying to crack this mid tier 2 and the top lane tier 2. You see Nako being alone here, and you see them pressuring this, making GX choose. Can we defend this mid tier 2 or can we defend top? And it looks like they can do neither.
Nako is just unstoppable in that top lane. Niski almost caught with the Impale, but the Chain of Corruption going back in. You can see Isma goes pop. No longer the tanky Skarner he once was. Nako gets to keep pushing, and now Giantx is trying to defend in a 4v5.
And Giantx is so cheeky with it. He's playing the mind games with Isma. He walked up and hit the tower, but crucially, he had the soldier behind him, knowing that if Isma went for the flash engage, he could always just dash out to it and get to safety. Really baiting Isma in there. Really well played by Giantx, getting into Isma's head.
Nako spacing as well, jumping away from the counter-strike and from the grand entrance from Jun. Vitality playing 3 lanes as the Nako jumps in, as the Mega Gnar was popped, didn't go for the ultimate, but 2 inhibitors already down from this push, and a minute 30 still left on the Baron for Vitality. This game has exploded.
Yeah, and Lune has a key split push because he has that man drop. He can just play on bot lane, get that wave in while his team is pressuring the base. Look at this, all waves are crashing at the same time. Flawless execution by Vitality with this, trying to crack over this base. Nako, they're on you.
Yeah, at some point Giantx have to deal with the problem that's Nako. They try to do so, he just walks away. Vitality now have 3 waves pushing in at the same time. Quickness coming out into the grand entrance. Nako's still standing through it all and beginning to win out on the 1v3. The Nexus open. Vitality off to a storming start on the back of Nako.
What a great game to watch, actually. And really in a matchup where it might not be optimal, but it does have a Maokai, which works great with the Yasuo, and it does have a Ryze that is really good at moving with Yasuo to a side lane. So his team is really setting up second win, Doran Shield. It's really easy for Cassandra to just walk up, eat the Yasuo Q, and just take the minion.
Isma not in the better spots here. Twisted Advance, he tried to flash away and get out, but Niski and Kazi are on the chase, and Niski still has the flash. Shadowing Strike did connect over the wall, and first
We're gonna look for Berserker Greaves.
Yeah, I think on Yasuo you really need those upgraded boots to kick things off. Like, it just increases the speed of your Q. That Steel Tempest also gives you obviously movement speed, which I don't think there's going to be a fight. I'm going to be honest. I think Vitality just get all 3 of these with Lot underneath tower. With Nako here already, I think it is an easy enough secure for Vitality.
Yeah, look at Isma. He's just got level 5. He's so behind in XP. He's so far away from his level 6. And
maybe they fight afterwards, though.
Maybe they want to look here, but I think this is
Niski's going to be behind them here.
Niski's taking the taxi.
On top of Isma immediately, and Isma falls. Jackie's trying to go between worlds to escape. A lot. Almost catches onto Niski.
I think here Lune says, when it comes down to the smite, I think the Maokai Q is just stronger, but it does get pushed out.
And looks like Isma goes over the wall here. Pop Blossom will land onto 2. Noah diving forward as well. Immediately cease and desist onto Kazi. There's 1 as Linces falls. Giant wasn't able to get in the fight at all because Jackie's kept him at bay. Giantx did a great job there. Taking the blue, taking the kill. Giantx still looking for that damage, but can't get close enough to do too much more.
Finally, GX finally gets something going their way. Good invade and a good trigger finger by Isma to go in and take that fight together with June with the Pop Blossom doing so much damage and nuking down that Maokai before he is able to walk away with his face rush.
It's I don't think Magnet Storm totally changes the outlook of that fight is Nuko.
Oh.
Just dashing back and forth, it should be fine. I don't think Magnetstorm totally changed the outlook of that fight, but it would his way across towards that Ocean Dragon.
Yeah, GX would just be content with getting 2 dragons and maybe putting this Yasuo a little bit further behind. But really good rotation here by Niski makes it very hard for him to dive him afterwards. Sure, they're gonna get the Drake and they're gonna get the wave push, but Niski being here is just a safety belt for Nako, making sure he doesn't get doped.
Yeah, it just gives him that little bit of extra security as Jun continues to poke and prod at Niski. Jackie's waiting in the bush. Vitality might actually challenge this. Linces came across early. The Drake's still there. Flash forward. Pop Blossom coming out. Jun's going to find 2. Counter TP being used by Lot. Jun trying to get back towards that top lane. But Kazi, remember, 6 grubs is absolutely shredding through this. Nako dashes in again. There's the Magnetstorm. No last breath from Nako. Looking for the knock-up. Isma going in. Noah dives in with the Killer Instinct as well. Nako trying to dance his way around it. But he had a couple of chances to use his ultimate and he didn't take either of them. In the end, he'll fall. Kazi should be able to take the whole top tower though.
And that's a top laner, you always go for the 1v4. He was trying to make that play. He got a little bit overzealous there, a little bit too excited.
He was given like 2 chances to get out as well. I was like, nah, fam, I'm good. I'm in the middle of this.
I mean, he did so good. He pulled out so many. Lose this Rift Herald, they will gain a turn of tempo in exchange for it. And we need to look at how they're going to use their time, because now GX used a lot of time and resources to get this Rift Herald. So what is Vitality going to use with their time? They're going to
Giantx using the fact that they know Vitality are using their tempo to take that bot side dragon to just invest in the top side, bring 3 people up here. Should be able to take a tier 1. It looks like Lot is defending against Nako down on the bot lane tier 1, and Noah doing a good enough job of keeping Kazi at bay.
Yeah, GX doing good macro decisions and getting back into the game, getting back into control, and now they've kind of equalized the position that Vitality had early. The 1.5k goalie that Vitality once had is now null and void, and they're kind of...
Noah. Oh, flash forward, cease and desist going in as well. There's the Magnetstorm. Kazi was tanking the tower, but not for long enough. Isma is going to fall to the ignite. He'll die to it in the end, but an incredible Pop Blossom catches too. Giantx TP'd in. Lince's flashing forward. What are you doing, man? Use it in the mid lane. This should be the tower forward.
Look at
Niski's looking for a flank position as he works his way in. Does have the Magnetstorm and has the flash. Where you going, Niski? Finds 2. It's only Isma and Lot though. Pop Blossom going down only onto Niski. The chase comes in with the Nature's Grasp on the Windwall, keeping Niski alive. On the front line, it's Lot. Last breath is his, but Nako falls as well. 2 so far over to Giantx as Niski fell to the Between Worlds. Chayek and Kazi trying to put the damage down. The barrage of those turrets for a little while at least. For the moment though, Vitality able to hold on. You can see they've actually brought Chayek down from the top lane with that wave pushing out. Niski looking for the engage. Magnetstorm, Pop Blossom, 3-man knock-up. Chayek with the Realm Warp gets away from Lot. Noah's already on a rampage as Jun is able to escape towards the backside. Kazi falling low as well as Noah gets another kill. Dashes away with the supercharge. Now Vitality, to remember, strong. Have to fight against the powers of Giantx. Chayek going in. Lot rooted up for the second. Nako there as well, but can't quite get close enough. Jun is low.
And look, all of Vitality has to funnel through this tiny little area if they want to get access into this. And that makes it really easy for GX to hold that spot because they control for just one big AoE ultimate.
Yeah, there is also the option of not contesting the Atakan and the Inferno Drake.
No, there was a Ring of Fire. They had to
stopping Vitality doing what they want to do.
Yeah. It also comes down to the Yasuo pick, not really being able to do much in the team fight. But
Giant flashing forward, Niski going in as well. Chayek and Niski on the same page. They get 12,000 on the Atakan.
Wow. And what is better than 1 mid laner? 2 mid laners! Vitality does start up this Atakan though, and it is a sketchy position to be in because that Atakan is shredding all your stats. And it's really hard.
With the steal, last breath on Isma, able to get there for the smite though, but it's secured by Linces. And Isma dies afterwards. Chayek has the false life to keep him alive. Jun dived on as well by Nako, who's looking for more. Wind wall up. Last breath for Noah. A beautiful fight for Vitality. Absolutely out of nowhere.
Screw your side lanes, screw your drafts. We have hands. Vitality comes in and just handshakes all of GX and they just fight better. Great team fight. They got a great smite by Linces and great dancing by Giantx. They do so much right. And what a great fight by them.
Nako just gonna win this? He's got the false life. He dodges away through the Krugs. We'll heal up from them again. He's going for more. He's like, mate, you can have 200 gold if you can pry it out of my cold, dead hands. We'll take the tower instead. Jackie's forced away now. Baron started for Vitality. Jackie's doesn't have the TP. Oh, this game has just absolutely flipped on its head.
And GX, how do you fumble this? You had the teamfight comp, you had the goal lead, you had the dragons. It was all in start count, and here everything collapses for Giantx. Suddenly, even if you win the fight now, it doesn't matter. And they just scramble. And look at Giantx, he's dancing, he's tap dancing, and he gets out. Mid of the kill animation doesn't go up, and what an amazing fight for Vitality.
He says, holy moly.
I agree. I like it.
He agrees.
He agrees. Literally my reaction.
And now Vitality just shoving forward. Remember, 6 grubs picked up earlier in the game. They will take the mid lane inhibitor tower. They're looking for more. Nature's Grass coming out. Lot's going to be rooted up by it. The twisted advance as well from Linces into the last breath for Lot. Party takes the kill. And now 2 waves pushed in, didn't even need the 1-3-1. The 5-man Protoss A move is all you need for Vitality.
Turns out pushing towers is pretty easy with 6 grubs and a Baron and a split push comp. They get 2 inhibs, now they're just gonna reset. They're gonna walk back out on the bot side of the map. Get
away, the Drake will be secured. They want to make sure these waves can't all crash at the same time. You can see the pings coming out onto them. So Jackies is gonna go deal with top. No, Nako pushing in mid. There's gonna be 2 prongs of pressure here for Vitality. They have lost that Baron buff. It's expired. Pop Blossom in, that's 3. Giantx has the stopwatch though, and the Nature's Grass coming out. Giantx should be able to survive for a long time here. Who's locked in here with whom? Giantx begins to open up, and Nako's looking for the flank position as well. Realm War forward, we're going in, baby! Immediately engaged, there's 2. Make it 3, make it 4. Only Jackie survives, and all he can do is put on his dancing shoes and bounce around, as in the end, he's put 6 feet in the ground.
And the rookies of Vitality are insane! Giantx just holds his ground and just machine guns away. 400 CS, don't be Rise hack. He does not waver, he does not crumble, and he holds his ground towards the onslaught that is GX.
Vitality in dominant fashion.